Great day, great people, and welcome to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am your hostess as well as your podcast creator. Aisha, also lovingly known as Jade, and I hope that all of you are doing well. And what I would like to speak with you about is 6 habits for staying insanely productive. Now, once I speak on those, you may or may not agree, but that's okay. And also, if you have recommendations yourself that works for you, always you can leave a comment. And just, I love dialogue. So again, welcome to Aisha Speaks Jade. Aisha Speaks Jade podcast. Globally, locally, internationally, always love to know where my followers and or listeners are tuning in from. I am residing in Atlanta, Georgia. So these 6 habits for staying insanely productive are recommendations that are coming from Elon Musk. If you're not familiar with him, please research and find out. So, number 1 would be master of email. Musk relies heavily on forms of communication that don't require real-time responses like email and text. Avoiding phone calls whenever possible lets him stick to his own schedule. And he quotes, "I'm very good at email. That's my core competency." Okay, so the master of email. The next one would be inaccessible on purpose. Musk doesn't make himself easily accessible to people outside his company. He uses an obscure email address so he doesn't have to waste time sorting through idea pitches or requests, because we all know our emails can really get bombarded with a lot of spam and junk mail and things like that. And before you know it, you have thousands of emails. And I have to say, and be honest with myself, my personal one has definitely rose to the occasion, if you will. I have been sorting or deleting, I should say. I am still deleting a lot of my email on my personal one. For the most part, the other ones that are more business related have come down a lot. But that personal one, I'm telling you, I need to do better. I'm not going to be hard on myself. But yes, if you don't have like a separate business one and you mix your business and personal one in together, that's not a good look. So inaccessible on purpose. Another one is always multitasking. Most of us, we do a lot of multitasking. We're here, there, and everywhere. We're doing stuff for ourselves, personal and business. We're doing stuff with the family, for partners. Like, we're doing a lot of everything. Okay, so always multitasking. And he refers to it as batching. He conducts business on his phone during meetings and emails while he checks invoices. He also sends work-related texts with his children on his lap. So apparently he has small children. And if, having your own business, allows you the freedom of being, just basically allows you the freedom, but you can work from your home. And especially if you have small children, you're going to have to figure that out, work that out, and be able a lot of times to do business. So while he's doing all that, he has his children on his lap. Through the merits of that are up for debate. That may work with having a child on your lap, or sometimes you may have to find a space in your home that you can take care or handle business, even if it's not on a long term, but maybe you have that important call. And having children on your lap all the time may not be the best thing. Not saying it's a bad thing, but you may really need to have that personal space. The next would be optimize agenda. So Musk keeps an extremely specific schedule, breaking his calendar into 5-minute slots. And he's always trying to optimize it. That's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. So optimizing your agenda, making sure that it's consistent, making sure that, things are aligned helps, is very helpful. Having a optimized agenda and not be all over the place. Because I don't know for you guys, but when I'm not aligned or in sync, I'm scattered all over the place. That creates a little anxiety for me. And so that's a work in progress for 2020. Making sure that everything is optimized or in sync with each other. The next is number 5, the flattened learning curve. So Elon Musk subscribes to first principles, thinking he always makes sure he understands the most basic why behind a scientific theory or rule. This reduces the amount of time he has to spend learning new concepts. Okay, so subscribes to first principles. Let's see if we could possibly see what that's about. We may or may not be able to do that. However, not sure I can, Okay, so I don't say it. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm sure it's around. I was trying to give just like a little bit of that. So he says, as an example, all the A's are different, but fundamentally they are the same. So he remembers the fundamental first principle. So when you remember the first principle, you remember everything that branches off the first principle. Obviously, you can notice that remembering and learning go together. If you're good at learning, you're also a natural at remembering, and vice versa. So that's just a little bit. I want to not get too much off track and hold you guys up too much. But that was just a little bit of what I wanted to say. And then so we're going to get back on track with the 6 habits for staying insanely productive. Okay, so we went to 1, which was master of email. Our second one was inaccessible on purpose. 3rd is always multitasking or batching. 4 is optimized agenda, making sure that you optimize or sync in your what you're doing. Number 5 was the flattened learning curve. related to first principles. And our last one for our habits for staying insanely productive is just enough shut-eye. So even though Musk works insane hours, or you can work insane hours, he sleeps around 6 hours a night for maximum productivity. They say the recommended is, I believe, 8 to 9, but if you get 6 in, I believe that's okay, 6 to 7 hours. That is something definitely for the year of 2020 that I personally want to work on, because my max of rest is probably, and I'm giving this to me, is probably 5 hours, but I'm going to say 3 to 4, and that's not enough. So I'm going to work on that for myself. But he sleeps around 6 hours a night for maximum productivity. 2 daily cups of coffee help, and several diet cookies. Now, that's him. That may not work for you. I personally don't do coffee, but if you do coffee and you feel that that's going to help you versus hurt you, that's good. Me, I am a tea drinker. I drink caffeine-free tea. Try not to have too much sugar. I don't do white sugar. If I'm going to put any sugar in there, it's going to be like maybe some honey, like agave, organic light agave, or this sugar that I can't think of offhand, but it's a vegan brown sugar that I put in. Or honestly, I can drink the tea without sugar. Diet cookies are really not my thing. When it says diet, to me, I feel like diet is just as worse as regular cookies. But again, it's a personal choice. So you can do whatever is helpful for you. My suggestion, because I know we're not perfect. I know people that drink soda. Perhaps maybe just kind of cutting down on your soda can be helpful. Just doing healthier options. Let me just say that in general. Doing healthier options and making sure that you get enough sleep. I know that they have natural pills that you can take to help you sleep. You can certainly go on YouTube and research things to help you sleep. There's several different ways. So making sure that you get enough rest so that you can get up and be productive. So I hope that some of these habits for staying insanely productive were interesting or useful for you. If not, that's okay. I get it. And again, for those that have a remedy that works for them, certainly leave some of that information in my comments below. As always, I want to welcome you to join my social media platform if you have not already. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that is Aisha Speaks Jade. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel, which you can go to and subscribe by hitting the thumbnail. Also hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know of everything, watch all the replays, things of that nature. Also, I am on LinkedIn. So if you are on that platform as well, certainly link up with me at Aisha Jade Speaks. Again, that is Aisha Jade Speaks. So in conclusion, make sure that you have that 2020 self-care toolbox. It's your toolbox. You make it up however you want. Perhaps a good recommendation is create a vision board for yourself. Put it somewhere where every day when you get up, that's one of the first things that you see when you open your eyes, that vision board. Also, know that you are loved, meaning love yourself and respect yourself. Always, 100+% know your worth and your value. Never let anyone take that away from you. Okay? Create your greatness and your happiness like Nike. Just do it. Go for what you know. Eliminating toxic people, places, and situations out of your life. And with that said, I send greetings, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and Ashe, and peace and blessings to each and every one of you. Have a great evening.